welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys this look right here. This is my go-to easy summer look. It's very dewy, very glowy, lots of highlighter. I absolutely love this for the days where I'm just running out of the house really quick and I need to look a little bit put together, but it's so hot right now, so to do that whole cake face, no, there's no point. It's gonna melt off in minutes. So this has just been my go-to look. If you want to see how to get it, just keep watching. So I did already go in and put on my Nivea Men's Post-Shave Balm. This is actually a staple in my makeup. Before I put on anything, I always put this on because it does have glycerin in it, which is going to keep the makeup on your skin. So now I'm going to go in and put on a luminous primer, and I'm going to be using the Burberry Fresh Glow Luminous Liquid Base. Just going to take this on my hands and rub it into the skin. This next step is not necessary for most people, but for me, I have dark circles under my eyes and I cannot do my makeup without color correcting. So I'm going to be using the NYX Dark Circle Color Corrector. And the reason I like this one when I'm wearing minimal makeup is because it's not very dark, but it is extremely opaque. So it has quite a bit of coverage in it. I'm just taking a MAC 159 brush, and I'm just going to be applying this underneath my eyes. Then instead of foundation today, I'm going to be using a tinted moisturizer. And the reason I do this is you can easily just go in with the next couple steps, bronze, highlight, all of that without doing this. But for me personally, I don't like all of the discoloration that I have. My face is very blotchy and very red. So I like to use a tinted moisturizer just to even it out a little bit more. So this is another step that you can definitely skip. But I'm going to be using the Aveda Mineral Tinted Moisture Broad Spectrum SPF 15. And I am in the color Sweet Tea. So with this, I actually just squirt it out onto my hands like any other moisturizer. And then I'm just going to rub it in. Then I'm just going to take a foundation brush. This is the BH Cosmetics 113. And I'm just going to lightly run over it just to make sure that it is as blended as possible. So the next step is concealer. And when I am doing this look, I like to pick a concealer that is closer to my skin tone as opposed to using one that is really, really light that I also use to highlight. So I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Fit Me in the color Light. And I'm just taking this underneath my eye. I'm not going to be dragging it out in the triangle that I usually do. And then I will also take a very little bit up onto my eyelids just to get rid of discoloration up there. Then taking that same brush, just going to buff it all out. Now I am going to go in and set my under eye and my eyelids, and I'm using my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. And I'm just going to pick up a very little bit of that on a Real Techniques setting brush and just put it where we applied that concealer. For my eyes, I'm going to be doing something extremely simple, and I'm just picking up Soft Brown from MAC on a Morphe 441, and I am just going to buff this into my crease and on the outer corner. As you can see, I'm doing windshield wiper motions and then circles in the outer corner. Picking up that same color on a pencil brush, and I'm just going to run it along my lower lash line. Taking my Morphe M441, I'm just going to buff that out a little bit more. So for bronzer, I am going to be going in with a cream bronzer, and I'm using the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel bronzer, and it's like a moussey consistency. I've absolutely fallen in love with it. I just recently bought it, and I've used it a couple times, and you can't even tell that I've used it. Like, nothing's gone, which is awesome to me because it wasn't cheap, for sure. And I'm going to be using a flat top kabuki to apply it. So I'm just going to swirl the brush in the product, pick up quite a bit. Then starting where I would contour, I'm going to be making circular motions. And then I'm going to be pushing it in and flicking to kind of blend it out. Then I'm going to move along the hairline with the same pushing and flicking motion. I'm going to take it along my jawline as well. And I'm just going to take a little bit more and deepen up right where my contour would be. I'm now taking whatever's left on the brush because I am someone who can't go without a nose contour. I'm just going to lightly be brushing it on the sides of my nose. For blush, we are going to stay more in the bronzy natural side. So I'm using Warm Soul from MAC. And I'm just going to pick this up on an angled brush and pop it on the apples of my cheeks. So for highlight today, I'm going to be combining a few different things, and I'm going to start off with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to be combining Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop together using a very large fan brush. And I'm just going to be taking this above the brows very lightly, then taking that on my cheekbones. So I'm applying most of the product on the high points of my cheek and then slowly dragging it down over my blush. Then I'm going to be applying some down the center of my nose, Cupid's bow, and onto my chin. Just to brighten up my cheekbone highlight, I'm going to be taking the Sleek Makeup Solstice highlighting palette, and I'm going to be mixing these two colors right here just to kind of make my cheekbones pop a little bit more. Now when I'm doing this look, I don't like to give my eyebrows a very structured look. I like them to be a little bit more undone. So I am just going to go in with my ColourPop pencil in Dope Taupe. And I'm just going to very lightly fill them in, concentrating more so on the sparse areas. Next, I'm going to be setting my face using my MAC Fix Plus spray. Next, I'm going to be applying a light coat of mascara. I am using the Tartest mascara. For lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. One more thing that I sometimes will do if I'm wearing a shirt with an exposed shoulder or if I'm wearing a tank top is I will take my highlighting brush and I will just dust it on top of my shoulder. I'm not adding any extra product because I don't want it to be like a beaming highlight, just more of that natural sun glow. So I'm going to hit it onto my shoulder, and then I'm also going to take it and put it on to my collarbone. And that is it for this look. I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Ball. It didn't break. Look at my mustache.